in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Throwing on first is Wentz.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
10 yards, good for a giant first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off to them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Bravo!
On second and 11 now. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your... pocket, you force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
Well, I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Duke Riley just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Throwing Jones. They'll roll him out, and the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
74, 57.
To throw again on second down. Wentz over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kenny Stills the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Wentz going to throw, and he connects with Ertz. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
5-9.
On first down, Wentz. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
You. Hey, Ford, Tokyo. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, is it bringing you
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. O'Shane Zimenez. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He's coming. Double up. 61. Matchbox lights.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Here we go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Move. Hey, Charlie.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. 56. Coming. 5.
Looking to throw. Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. O'Shane Ximines picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
But we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Jones now 9 of 11 passing in this 1st half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of
looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
They're throwing. To start the drive, but that one incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. And his throw here is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Tighten up.
Hey, seam 6.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10. To throw is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
82.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Keep it up, guys. 57.
Wentz to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second and 5 now. Jones flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now, third and 5, following the incomplete pass. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. It's caught, Shepard. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Back to throw. Jones. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. 120. Sunday.
Let's get out. Let's get off the field, D.
Hey, Delta.
57. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Wentz now on first down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Hey, high 7.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
That's great 15. Great 15.
57. 57. I got you.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Go. 180.
57 for Mike. Hey, let's get in them holes.
46 down, man. 5-4.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
86. Single.
40, 82, 40.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I'm here all
Wentz. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
What's that?
Mike 5-4. Coming this way. Here we go.
Again, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Wentz now to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Wentz again. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
Eagles first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Ready?
Jones now, throwing on first down. He's going to rifle one. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first. To their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with it? And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And this one will be brought back to the 22. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 23 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Julian Love picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's got some space here. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 94 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An Eagle 1st down, Wentz to Ertz.
Here we go.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Wentz. Pass incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it's going to be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Julian Love picks it. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
6-man. Check curls, check curls.
Now a former 5th-round pick of the Eagles. This is Dion Lewis. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They try again with Lewis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing his Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Wentz going to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
This pass complete, wins to Ertz, and he's going to get this inside the 30. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
82.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
54.
On first down, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike's by 4. Mike. No. Watch the curl.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he comes back with one complete.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Here's Wentz to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day. Let's go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They run. This is Lewis. Oh, and Lewis lost the football.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Go! 18 Gator. 28.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check safety.
Watch the sand.
On second down now, it's Lewis. Dion Lewis, the 30, past the 20. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Giants, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.